When we have a first-order linear equation, there are three types. We have what's called a conditional equation. And a conditional equation is one where the equation is true on the condition that there be one value. So for example, if I say 4x is 24, this is an equation that is only true when, as we can see, dividing both sides by 4, when x is 6. So this is a true equation only for the value x equals 6. We have another type of equation. It's called an identity. And the thing with an identity is it's true for all real values. That's what an identity is. An example of an identity might be this. 2 times x plus 3 is 2x plus 5 plus 1. This problem is an identity because if I distribute the 2 through here, I get 2x plus 6, and here I have 2x, but 5 and 1 is plus 6. So I have two sides of an equation that are identical. And so it doesn't matter what value for x I substitute. It's always going to be true because the two sides are identical. If we look at this and try to go through the routine of all the steps to solve this, we would subtract the 2x from both sides. And then I would subtract 6 from both sides. And sure enough, in doing that, I get 0 equals 0. That's how you know that it's true for all real numbers. It doesn't depend on x. It's always true. Both sides are identical. The last type of first-order linear equation is what's known as a contradiction. And a contradiction is where there's no real number, no real values for the solution. An example of a contradiction might be I take the same 2 times x plus 3 and I say it's 2x plus 12. You distribute this and you get 2x plus 2 times 3 is 6, 2x plus 12. For what value of x is 2x plus 6 equal to 2x plus 12? Well, we can think about it. There really can be no values. If we wanted to think of this in a picture, we could think of x as a box that holds a number. So we have two boxes, and 6, the number 6 would be 6 marbles. And the question is, will this side be able to balance with the other side? Here we have 2x, two boxes that are going to hold the same number, so the same box. And here we have 12 marbles. Now, one of the main ideas about equations is that if this was a scale balance, the 2 would have to balance. But you can see here that if we took off the 2 boxes on each side, you have 6 marbles, and then all these marbles, because they're like integers, are the same weight and size and everything, and 12. Will they ever balance? No. Now, what would happen if we tried to do this problem using the solving technique? We have 2 times x plus 2 times 3, as we said, 6, 2x plus 12. If we try and solve it, we would first subtract 2x from both sides, and then we'd move the 6 over by subtracting it. Sure enough, what happens, this side zeroes out, and here this zeroes out, but 12 minus 6 is 6. And we are getting 0 equals 6. That's a contradiction. And when you get that, that means there's no real number for the solution. And sometimes we say it's what we call an empty set is the solution set, which means that there's no numbers that work.